why don't we go ahead and get started? So today will be, the theme is Get Twisted. So we'll be focusing on spine twists to open up the synovial fluid in the vertebra. And basically what happens with your spine when you go through the twisting is you bring it back into a very nice neutral position and kind of get rid of any toxins that are left over in the spinal column. So let's start by coming into a comfortable seat and close the eyes, bringing the hands to the knees. And let's start by finding the breath, taking a long breath in through the nose, breathing in calm, and letting out a deep sigh through the mouth, breathing out release. So inhaling through the nose, breathing in calm, and a slow exhale out of the mouth, breathing out release. Take one more round of that. Bringing your awareness, your breath back into the body. And then bring the lips to close so you're only breathing in and out of the nose. And on your next inhale, sweep the arms all the way up to the sky, open the eyes, lift the gaze. And as you exhale, take a twist to the right. So the opposite hand will come to the knee, and then this back hand can either meet the earth behind you or wrap it around to take a bind. Good. And feel the body pressing into the sit bones. So sit bones press into the earth. And then as if there's a string attached to the crown of the head, you're lengthening through the spine to the sky. With each exhalation, feel the spine twisting, allowing that right shoulder to trace back just a little bit, and then following that twist with the chin and also the gaze. We're gonna add some neck movement in here. So as you inhale, slowly rotating just the chin forward to the front shoulder. And as you exhale, rotating the chin all the way back. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, rotate the chin forward. And then exhale, rotate the chin back. And last time, inhale, rotating forward. And exhale, rotating back. So now that the chin is facing the back shoulder, again, start to drop the forehead towards the back shoulder and kind of let it swing down to the center and sweep it up to the front. So similar thing as the last neck stretch, but just sweeping the forehead down and up as you shift the head from side to side. Good. And we'll take one more round. And after your last round, bring the spine into a neutral position and let the hands settle onto the knees. Take a moment to close the eyes. And just noticing any differences between the sides of the body. Noticing if one side is taking up a little bit more space, feels a little bit lighter. And we'll switch by opening the gaze, lift the arms up to the sky, big breath in as you reach up tall. And as you exhale, twist to the left, right hand comes to the left knee, and then this back hand again either meets the earth or you can wrap it around for a bind. As you inhale, sit up nice and tall, lengthening through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, allowing that left shoulder to trace back, chin traces back, gaze traces back, and you're even using the strength of the right hand on the opposite knee to leverage the twist here. And we'll add our neck rotations in now. So as you inhale, breathing the chin forward, nice and slow. As you exhale, bringing the chin back. Good. So nice rhythmic movement with the head. And we'll take one more round. Good. This time as the chin comes back to the shoulder, drop the forehead and swing the head down through the center and sweep it to the front. And then all the way to the back. And each time you sweep it to the back, allow that to deepen the twist, maybe a little bit more. Just noticing what parts of the stretch shift as you move the head from side to side. One more full round. Good, we'll release a stretch and unwind to the center. Close the eyes, bring the hands to the knees, and take a moment to pause, breathing into the length of the spine here. And very gently come into tabletop position, into hands and knees. And keeping the toes curled under, we're going to take some rounds of cat and cow. Each time you inhale, open the heart, lift the gaze and the tailbone. Each time you exhale, press the hands and knees into the earth to round the backside body all the way up to the sky. Good. Take 2 more rounds of this on your own pace with your own breath. Allowing the body to move nice and slow so you can articulate all the changing sensations in the spinal column. And after your last round, come into your neutral position with your spine. And bring your gaze over to the right shoulder. Bring your right hip towards the right shoulder as well, and kind of make a C shape with the body. So you're extending through the left side body and crunching the right shoulder to the right hip. Inhale, come through the center, and exhale, take it to the opposite side. This time curling left shoulder to left hip and looking back. And then start to move at your own rhythm of breath, carrying this from side to side. Each time you find an inhale, it influences the body to come back to the midline. And each time you find an exhale, you're bringing the one shoulder and one hip closer to one another. So it's inhaling to bring the spine to neutral, and then exhaling to come into the C curve. We'll take 1 more round each side. And come into a neutral spine here. Tops of the feet press into the earth. As you inhale, send the right arm all the way up to the sky, reaching long through the wings. As you exhale, thread the right arm underneath to bring the ear and the shoulder down to the earth. Let's do that twice more. Breathe and stretch the right fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Good, and last time, inhale, stretching through the shoulders, the collarbone. Exhale, last time. And then a couple options for you here. You can reach this left arm forward, growing long through the elbow, or maybe you want to lift this left arm up to the sky to deepen the twist in the spine. Good. And if you have this left arm lifted, make sure that the neck is nice and relaxed. Shoulders relaxed, so you're not putting any tension or unnecessary pressure on the part of the body. Good, and allowing the spine to slowly twist deeper and deeper. As you exhale, release this left hand underneath the shoulder. Inhale, sweep this right arm all the way back up to the sky. Reach, reach, reach through the fingertips. And then settle the hand to the earth. Bring the stretch to the other side by reaching the left fingertips sky high. And then cross this left hand under, threading the needle. Ear and shoulder to the earth. Twice more. Big breath to stretch this left arm all the way back up. Nice and wide in the heart and the shoulders. Exhale, thread the needle. Good, and last time, inhale, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, twist it out. This time you can bring the right arm forward or lift the arm up to the sky to deepen the twist. Good. Make sure that the hips here are nice and even, so the tendency in this pose is for this right hip to kind of drop to the right side of the mat. See if you can kind of wiggle that right hip back, and imagine that the left hip wiggles forward just a tad. We'll take 2 more breaths. Release the right hand to the earth. Inhale, sweep the left arm all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, settle the hands. Just for a moment, let's flip the palms over so we can give our wrists a little bit of a break and a little bit of a stretch. And either stay here. If you want to deepen, you can bring the sit bones back towards the heels to lengthen the front of the forearms out. Good. We'll be here for 2 more big breaths. And then come back to seated on the heels and just take a moment to shake out the hands, the wrists. Good. And let's walk the hands forward, come into downward facing dog. Pedal out the knees, the feet. Shake the head yes, shake the head no. And then come into a still down dog. So not moving the legs, not moving the head around. Spread all 10 toes and all 10 fingers to ground the feet and the hands into the earth. As you inhale, press the tippy toes into the floor to lift the heels, stretching the ankles and the calves. Exhale, release the heels down towards the floor. Let's do that twice more. Inhale, press the floor away. Reach, reach, reach the tailbone up to the sky. Exhale, settle the heels. Good, last time. Inhale, press. And then exhale, release, and walk the hands all the way back to the feet, coming into a forward fold at the back of the mat. Bring the hands to the shins as you inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. And you're going to keep the right hand on the right shin, bend through the right knee, straighten this left leg out more, and lift the left arm up to the sky, coming into an easy twist. So again, it's right hand to right shin with that right knee bent, and then nice and long through this left leg, but we're not hyperextending through the knee. Good. Exhale, release, and come into a fold. So folding all the way in. As you inhale, lengthen the spine. Keep the left hand on the left shin with the knee bent. Straighten through the right leg and send the right arm up to the sky. Easy twist here. Let the neck be soft. Head is hanging heavy, no tension. Exhale, release. Walk the hands forward to your downward dog. And we'll step the right foot to the top of the mat. Good. And then gently lower the back knee down to the floor. Keep the left hand planted and then send the right arm all the way up to the sky. Easy twist. We're gonna move with this arm here. So trace this right fingertips all the way to the back of the mat. Nice and long through the arm to elongate the shoulder away from the body. And then as you inhale, sweep the arm forward and up. Kind of like you're swimming backstroke, but make these circles nice and slow so you can really feel the twisting in the spine and the opening through the chest. Let's take one more full round. Release this right hand to the earth and then straighten this front leg, coming into a half split stretch. And this front foot, you can either keep it flat on the floor or you can flex the foot back towards the face. Good. And then this front knee can have a bend in it, but we're stretching the hamstring. So really make sure that you feel the hamstring stretch at some point where it attaches below the glute, behind the thigh, or behind the knee. Keep the left hand on the earth, and we'll send the right arm up to the sky, coming back into a twist. Good. And this one, we're gonna add some arm movement as well, but different. So as you exhale, you're just going to lower the arm straight out to the side and down. As you inhale, you're going to sweep the arm back up to the sky as if you're pulling on a bow and arrow. So the arm travels all the way out to the side and down, closing the chest to the earth. And then the hand sweeps up to the sky like it's pulling on a bow and arrow. One more time, exhale, release. Inhale, open the chest and the body to the side. And then one more time, release a hand. Come into your low lunge, and we'll find our down dog. Pressing all the way back. Let's switch sides right away. So step the left foot forward in between the hands and lead the back knee to the floor. And you should feel the stretch in the hip flexor here. So on the left side, you'll feel it on the inside of the hip flexor, the inside of the hip joint. And then on the right hip, you'll feel the stretch elongating down the front of the hip. Right hand stays firmly planted on the floor. Stretch the left arm up to the sky, widening through the collarbone. And then start to find your big circles with the fingertips, tracing the hand all the way back and down, following with the chest, following with the gaze. Good. So you even get some rotation in the neck here. And I kind of like to think of my arm moving and swimming through molasses, so it's nice and slow. Good, and you'll take your last round. Release the hand to the floor, and then straighten through your front leg for your half split stretch, either keeping the foot planted on the earth or flexing the toes back towards the face. Right hand stays planted, stretch the left fingertips up to the sky. Take a breath into the collarbone. And as you exhale, trace this hand all the way out to the side and then down, wide like a wing. And then sweep it back up to the sky as if you're pulling on your bow and arrow. Good, so nice straight through the arm as you lower the hand down. And then leading with the elbow up to the sky, lifting the hand. Good, one more round, exhale, release. And then inhale, stretch it back up. Lower the hand to the earth, find your low lunge, and then take it all the way back to your down dog. Good, you'll roll forward into a high plank pose. Drop the knees, the chest, the chin. And then bring the legs a little bit apart here and the hands a little bit wider as well. So the hands should be even wider than the shoulders. And you're simply just going to press the hands into the earth to lift the chest off of the floor for seal pose. Good. So for seal pose, we're really looking to press the belly forward, to press the heart forward, and to really feel the engagement of the thighs pressing into the earth here, to deepen the sensation of stretch. You'll drop the shoulders away from the ears, find a little bit of slack in the elbows. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, twist towards your right. Good, take an inhale through the center, take it to the other side, stretching through the spine, the front side body. Good, and flow with your own breath from side to side. Twisting as deep as feels good for you. Moving as slow as feels good for you. And we'll take one more round each side. Good, and then very gently lower the heart all the way down to the earth. And let's bring the hands underneath the forehead to take a moment and pause. Just finding the breath and collecting your awareness back into the body. Noticing what places in the body have stretched and opened and softened. Good. And then bring your arms wide and bring your right ear down to the floor. You're going to simply bend your left knee and trace it up towards the left elbow. Good. So nice, simple stretch for the hips. We're just going to pause here for about a minute before we transition into our spine twist. Feeling the support of the earth holding the body. And allowing this pose to be relaxing. So not using any muscles. Taking a moment to let go of any doing, any trying. And we'll bring the left hand underneath the shoulder with the elbow pointing up to the sky. So the transition here is to use this hand to press the chest off of the floor. And you're going to slide this right arm, the opposite arm through. So what's going to happen is as I slide, and you might want to look up at the screen for this one. I'm going to start down from the ground again. My left hand is underneath my shoulder with the elbow pointing up to the sky. I press into the earth to lift my chest. I take the opposite arm and thread it through. I roll a little bit to my right side so that my right hip is flush to the ground and my right shoulder is touching the ground as well. And then I take my left arm and open it into a twist. Good. Now when I come into the twist, you're going to take this left foot at the top and hook it behind the right knee.
Nope, this is it.
So hooking that left foot behind the right knee. And then this left knee does not have to touch the ground, but the shoulders, you'll want them to be nice and flat. Bring your gaze over to the left arm. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, trace this left arm up and over the head, bringing it all the way over to touch the right hand. And like you're pulling on the bow and arrow again, sweep this left hand across the right arm, sliding it across the shoulders and the chest and all the way back out to the side. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, close off. Inhale, slide the hand across the arm, across the chest, opening back up into your twist. Take another inhale. Last round. Exhale, close off the arm. Inhale, sweep it open. And then exhale, pause. Good, so we're gonna bring this arm all the way up and over. Left hand to the earth. Bring this left foot off of the hook, so unhooking the foot behind the knee and unwinding from the pose. So finding your way back to your belly with the left knee bent, and then we're going to straighten through the left leg and switch sides. So immediately going to the other side, the left ear will be on the mat, and the right arm will be out to the side with the right knee up to the elbow. And we'll stay here for about a minute, allowing the support of the earth beneath us to just hold the body. No sense of working or doing. Very, very light, easy stretching in the hip. And bring this right hand underneath the shoulder. Use that hand as leverage to lift the chest and slide the left arm underneath, rolling a little bit more to the left side, and then hooking this right foot behind the knee. And we'll open this right arm all the way out to the side here. Good, take your big breath into the chest, the shoulders, the arms. Exhale, sweep this right arm up and over to meet the left hand. And inhale, slide it across the body, back open into your twist. Good, exhale, up and over. Inhale to open up. Exhale, pause. One more round, inhale. Exhale, breathe the arm up and over to close. Inhale, slide the arm open into your twist, and exhale to pause. Good, and very gently we're going to unwind from the twist. So this time bringing the right arm up and over, hand to the earth. Bring the left arm out from underneath the body, and then we'll land in full prostration with long arms, long legs and hands underneath the forehead. Good, and let's press the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, coming all the way back up to seal pose. Drop the shoulders from the ears, find your slack in the elbows, and twist to the right. Inhale, come through the center, and exhale, twist to the other side. Good, come all the way back to the center. Ease the tailbone all the way back to the hips, coming into child's pose. Stretch the arms out in front of you. And then even start to walk the arms so far in front of you that you feel the elbows lifting off of the floor. Press the hands into the earth so you feel the entire side body stretching. From the armpit to the backs of the shoulder blades, down to the ribs, the waist, and the hips. Good. Take another breath in here. Exhale, sigh through the mouth. Bring the hands next to the knees and very slowly press the hands into the earth to round the spine all the way up to seated. And as you come all the way up to seated, take a moment to just roll the head slowly in one direction. And then gently the opposite way. Good, and let's bring the head to neutral, close the eyes, and let's seal the practice by taking 3 more of those breaths that we began with. So inhaling through the nose, a breath of calm, and exhaling through the mouth, a breath of release. And one more. Gently begin to open the eyes. And you guys are all done. Thank you so much for joining our Stretch and Flow Wednesday evening class. I will stay on if you guys have any questions. And as per usual, please join us on our Monday 9 a.m. class. It's more of a stretch-based class. And if you're still interested in doing the one-on-one virtual Zoom sessions, get in touch with either me, Dawn, Jeff, or Pam.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Fabulous.